God says, "My child, I am calling your name softly but firmly right now. There is something happening behind closed doors, and heaven has decided it's time you know. You have exactly 2 hours before the meeting they've arranged begins. They believe you are unaware, but I have seen every conversation, every plan, and every whisper that has been spoken in darkness about you. Archangel Michael has been standing guard near you since the early hours, his sword of light burning with holy fire, protecting your name, your position, your purpose. He says to you with divine urgency, "Open this message and listen carefully. Do not share this with anyone. This is for you alone, chosen one of God." They are setting up a meeting to discuss your removal, but heaven is already planning your restoration. Do not panic. Nothing is out of control. What seems like chaos in the world around you is under the precise order of God's hand. You are being watched, yes, not only by those plotting, but by the angels assigned to defend you. You might have felt the pressure in your spirit lately, that tightness in your chest, that sudden urge to pray, that sense that something was moving behind your back. Those feelings were divine alerts. Heaven has been trying to get your attention. God says, "Now you must know the truth before they act." The meeting they are setting up has nothing to do with your failure. In fact, it is because of your divine success. The light inside you has been exposing darkness without even trying. Your very presence has made people uncomfortable, not because you've done wrong, but because the purity of your spirit reflects what they hide. Some people can't stand to see light when they are living in shadows. God says, "Do not fear them, for I will expose every hidden motive, every false word, every deceit that has been used against you." Archangel Michael stands with his wings spread wide around your life. He has been intercepting attacks that were never allowed to reach you. When you suddenly felt exhausted, drained, or emotionally heavy, it wasn't coincidence. It was a spiritual battle being fought on your behalf. Michael says, "Tell them nothing, trust no one with what heaven tells you now. Remain silent and still. Pray quietly. Because God Himself is already walking into that meeting." Those people, whether they sit in an office, in a family circle, or in some secret place, believe they can decide your fate. They have misjudged who you are. You are not just another person they can move aside. You are God's anointed, divinely marked for purpose. Heaven has already issued a counterorder. The very meeting they are preparing to discuss your removal will become the moment your name is elevated. Their mouths will speak your downfall, but their words will be reversed midair by the hand of God. God says, "My child, do not cry. Do not lose sleep. I am working this out for your good." The people sitting in that room will not understand why the atmosphere suddenly changes, why confusion enters their minds, why someone in the meeting suddenly defends you. "That's me," says the Lord. I will place my words in the mouth of one who doesn't even know they are speaking under my influence. Their plan will crumble, and the same table where they intended to remove you will become the table where they must bless you. Archangel Michael warns you that in these next 2 hours, your posture matters. Do not react. Do not send messages out of fear. Do not let anxiety rule you. Heaven is orchestrating events beyond what you can see. You must stay calm, pray in silence, and speak only when I move your tongue. God says, I have gone before you. I have seen the papers. I have heard the words. I have seen the eyes that looked at you with false smiles. And I tell you now, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You may wonder why this is happening now. It is because your next elevation is near. Whenever heaven is preparing to promote someone, the enemy creates noise to distract them. The pressure you feel is not punishment, it is the sound of breakthrough arriving. I am making your enemies expose themselves before your victory manifests. The very ones who thought they could eliminate you will become the proof of your divine protection. God says, when you feel weak, remember who sent you. You were never meant to depend on their approval. Your destiny is sealed in my word, not in their opinions. Those who once smiled at you but carried jealousy in their hearts are being brought into divine exposure. Heaven is shining its light so bright that they cannot hide anymore. Do not confront them, I will do that myself. Stay still, my child. Your silence will be your greatest weapon right now. Archangel Michael says, the handwriting of heaven has already changed the outcome. He has gone before you into that meeting. Every negative agenda will be scattered. Every secret vote against you will be overturned by divine confusion. The ones who sit in darkness will not even be able to explain why they suddenly changed their minds. That is the power of divine intervention. Do not fear, beloved. You are not alone. Heaven is on your side. Even as you read this, angels are moving. Papers are being shifted. Conversations are being interrupted. Plans are being rewritten. God's hand is rearranging outcomes in your favor. The Spirit of the Lord is saying, in exactly 2 hours, something that was meant to harm you will turn into your greatest testimony. The one who called the meeting will not have peace until they confess what they planned. My truth will emerge, and your name will shine brighter than ever. God says, you will not be removed, you will be renewed. Your position is not being taken away, it is being protected from corruption. Sometimes I allow exposure so that you can see who truly walks with you and who was pretending. This is one of those moments. Do not curse the exposure, it is your blessing in disguise. The betrayal they plotted will become your divine promotion. Michael says, you were born for such a time as this. This pressure, this urgency, this warning, it is not to frighten you, but to prepare you. You are about to witness how God turns secret meetings into public miracles. Heaven is saying, hold your peace. I will fight for you. Do you remember the times when you almost gave up, when you thought no one was seeing your hard work, your tears, your faithfulness? Those moments were not wasted. Heaven recorded each one. Now comes your harvest. The people who tried to remove you are actually pushing you into the exact place God destined you to be. Their attempt to block you is the final sign that the next season is already opening. God says, "My child, I am proud of you for enduring in silence. I saw how you resisted the urge to fight back when falsely accused. I saw how you continued to give, love, and serve even when ignored. Now I will reward you openly. The same mouths that doubted you will speak favor over you. The same people who rejected you will come seeking your help. The Lord says, I will even bless those who turned against you, but they will know it was because of you. Your grace will cover them because you chose to forgive. That is what sets you apart. That is why heaven trusts you with great authority, because you do not misuse power. In these next 2 hours, lift your heart to God. Pray quietly, Lord, take control of what I cannot see. That simple prayer will send ripples through the spiritual atmosphere. You will feel peace descend upon you. That is the sign that Archangel Michael has sealed your environment. You are covered. And when the time comes, when that meeting begins, something strange will happen. The air will shift. The tone will soften. What they intended as your downfall will turn into a discussion of your value. Someone will unexpectedly defend you with passion. Someone will recall your contributions. Someone will reveal information that exposes lies. That is divine reversal in action. God says, after this, I will elevate you so high that no one will ever dare plot against you again. This is not just protection, it is preparation for promotion. You are moving from being attacked to being appointed. Your story will inspire many who feel outnumbered and forgotten. You will tell them how God stepped in when no one else did. Archangel Michael says, the light around you is impenetrable now. Keep your focus on God. Keep your heart pure. Forgive quickly. Trust fully. Speak gently. This is your moment of divine shift. Heaven has chosen you for a reason. You were not placed where you are by accident. There is a mission on your life that cannot be voted away or removed by any human authority. Even if they sign documents, even if they speak false things, heaven holds the final word. God says, their ink cannot overwrite my decree. And my decree says, you shall rise, you shall shine, you shall not be moved. So, do not fear what's coming in the next 2 hours. Fear God, who controls every hour. Rest in me. Stay calm, stay quiet, stay ready. Watch how quickly I turn their conspiracy into your celebration. By the time you wake tomorrow, news will reach you, news that confirms my hand has moved. You will know it wasn't luck. You will feel the divine presence wrapping around you. You will sense peace where fear used to be. You will cry, not out of sorrow, but out of holy relief. This message is not coincidence. It is timed perfectly. Heaven is always on schedule. You were meant to open this before the meeting, so you could stand firm knowing you are not defenseless. God says, I am your defender, your advocate, your father. I am your witness, your judge, your reward. Archangel Michael stands by your side now, whispering, hold fast. Victory is near. And God's final words to you tonight, no one can remove what I have appointed. What they meant for evil, I have already turned for good. Trust me, my beloved. Your miracle begins within these 2 hours. God says, my beloved child, listen carefully, because this message is not meant for anyone else, it is meant only for you. There are exactly 2 hours left before something significant takes place in the unseen realms, and Archangel Michael stands right now with his sword of divine light, commanding that you open your heart, your soul, and your spirit to what heaven is trying to tell you. You may have felt an unusual heaviness lately, a strange silence in certain areas of your life where things once moved freely. That is not random. Heaven is alerting you that a meeting, both physical and spiritual, is being set up concerning you, but what they intend will not succeed because God Himself has already intervened. Archangel Michael says you must not share this message with anyone, because this word carries divine strategy, not to be diluted or misunderstood by human minds. You are not supposed to explain it, you are only meant to receive it. There is a vibration of urgency around you, a sacred pressure that is heaven's way of saying, something is shifting. In exactly 2 hours, there will be a divine rearrangement that will overturn plans made behind your back. God is whispering now, do not panic, for I am with you, and my hand has already entered the situation. For weeks, unseen forces have been plotting. There are people who think they can remove you, silence you, or erase what belongs to you. But heaven laughs at their meeting, for before they even gather, God has already sent His angels to stand in their midst. There will be confusion among them. Their words will clash. Their unity will crumble. And you, yes, you, will rise higher than before. Archangel Michael is standing at the door of your destiny, holding back forces that have been trying to take what God promised you. He says, tell my beloved not to fear. The plan has already failed. You might be feeling pressure right now because the spiritual world is alive with movement. The 2 hours you've been given are not a countdown to fear but a countdown to reversal. Everything that has been hidden from you will be exposed in perfect timing. Someone has been pretending to support you while secretly discussing your downfall. Heaven is listening in on their conversations. Archangel Michael has written down their words in the heavenly record, and soon, everything they tried to hide will be revealed publicly. You will not need to lift a finger. Divine justice will move on your behalf. God says, I have seen your quiet endurance. I have seen how you prayed even when no one believed in you. I have seen the moments when you wanted to give up but chose to keep faith. I have recorded every tear and every sigh, and now I am turning it all into evidence in your favor. What is happening now is not punishment, it is positioning. You are being moved from uncertainty to divine certainty, from rejection to restoration, from confusion to divine clarity. My child, this message comes with power. If you open your heart fully right now, you will begin to feel warmth in your spirit, almost like invisible hands wrapping around you. That is Archangel Michael's energy. He is not far, he is near, whispering, do not be afraid. Every moment you delay in trusting this message allows fear to whisper louder, but if you choose faith now, the angels will begin rearranging events instantly. Heaven has seen the people who smile in your presence but criticize your name in hidden places. They have been planning a conversation to decide your removal, from a position, from a group, from a blessing that rightfully belongs to you. But what they didn't know is that God attends every meeting where your name is mentioned. And this time, when they speak your name, confusion will enter their gathering. They will not agree. They will not proceed. One of them will suddenly turn on the others, exposing what was meant to stay hidden. That's how God works. He takes what was meant for harm and uses it as divine evidence for your rising. Archangel Michael says, Beloved, this is why I told you not to tell anyone. This strategy must stay between you, me, and heaven. The moment you open your mouth prematurely, the enemy will try to twist the narrative. So stay silent externally but speak loudly in prayer. Call upon Michael by name. Say, Michael, stand guard over my life, over my purpose, and over every decision being made about me. When you say that, his sword flashes in the spiritual realm, cutting through every false word spoken against you. God says, do not waste this 2-hour window. Use it to align yourself in peace, not panic. Sit quietly, breathe, and know that I am already reversing it. There is someone who will try to reach you during this time, possibly pretending to comfort you or check on you, but their spirit will feel off. That's because they are part of the meeting being discussed. Be polite, but do not reveal your emotions, and most importantly, don't reveal your plans. God is showing me a vision, you standing in a room filled with papers, plans, notes, and discussions about you. One by one, those papers begin to burn without fire, as if invisible light consumes them. That's divine deletion. Heaven is erasing their schemes before they even finalize them. By the time they meet, everything they wanted to discuss about you will already be irrelevant. They will be confused, asking, "Why does it suddenly feel like this doesn't matter anymore?" That's because the Holy Spirit will have already rewritten the timeline. You are stepping into a season of divine reversal. Every rejection will turn into redirection. Every closed door will open in a new form, and every false accusation will become a testimony of your endurance. The 2 hours you have been given are not about fear, they are about divine synchronization. In the heavenly realm, certain seals open only at appointed times, and one of those seals is about to open for you. Archangel Michael says, "I am standing before the throne, pleading your case." The Lord has said yes. That yes will echo through your life soon. Do not underestimate what is happening in silence. You may not see it, but the heavens are vibrating with movement. Your name is being spoken in places of authority, but this time it's not for your removal, it's for your promotion. The same people who wanted to exclude you will be commanded to honor you. God says, they do not know who they are dealing with. You are not ordinary. You carry a mark that I placed upon you before your birth. I told my angels, "Touch not my anointed one," and yet they tried. So now, I will deal with them myself. Do not take revenge, my child. Do not waste your voice defending yourself. Heaven's justice will speak louder than any defense you could give. Right now, there is an invisible army encamped around your dwelling. You are not alone, even if it feels like it. Michael has assigned seraphic protectors to guard every door, every conversation, and even your sleep. You are being protected from both spiritual and earthly harm. God says, "You will not be removed, you will be renewed." The people who think they have power over you will soon realize they were only part of a bigger divine plan, to reveal the strength of my hand in your life. Beloved, heaven is serious about timing. 2 hours may seem small, but spiritually, it is everything. This is your divine window of reversal. Use it to pray, to believe, to forgive, to release every heavy emotion, and to surrender fully. Say out loud, "God, I trust you. Even if I don't understand, I trust you." When you say that, a heavenly door opens wider. The more you trust, the faster the reversal unfolds. Archangel Michael says, after these 2 hours, signs will begin to manifest. Someone who hasn't spoken to you in a while will suddenly reach out. A hidden truth will surface in an unexpected way. A small situation will shift, and that will be your confirmation that heaven has moved. Do not be surprised if you feel emotional in the next few moments. Your spirit is being awakened to higher awareness. The divine frequencies are touching your soul. God says, you were never meant to live in fear of others' decisions. Their meetings cannot override my decree. I have written your destiny in eternal ink. No earthly hand can erase it. There will come a time very soon when you will look back and realize this message was the turning point. You will see how divine order stepped in and rearranged everything for your good. Even if people withdraw or situations seem uncertain, know that this is not loss, it is alignment. Heaven is clearing the atmosphere around you. The 2-hour countdown is not about punishment, it's about preparation. Something huge is being finalized in your favor. Trust the process. God says, keep your phone silent. Keep your mind clear. Do not run after explanations. Let me work. Your peace is the weapon heaven uses to confuse the enemy. The more you rest, the more chaotic their plans become. Right now, in those very meetings being planned, someone is feeling uneasy, as if an unseen eye is watching them. That is the divine presence reminding them that they cannot move against a chosen soul without consequence. When you finish reading this, take a deep breath and say, I receive divine protection and reversal now. And as you do, Archangel Michael will seal your environment with light. You may notice warmth around your heart, tingling in your hands, or sudden calm. That is confirmation that the message is active. God says, from this moment, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I will take what was meant to destroy you and use it as fuel for your rise. The tables are turning. The decision they wanted to make against you will be reversed. You will hear news soon that proves heaven has spoken. My child, this is your sacred alert. 2 hours left, not to panic, but to prepare. God says, my beloved child, listen carefully, for this message is not by chance, it has been sent to you by divine order. Heaven has been in motion since the early hours, and your name has been spoken again and again before the throne of light. The angels have been whispering urgently, and Archangel Michael himself has stepped forward, his sword of truth shining brighter than it ever has before. He says, there are only 2 hours left. The meeting is being arranged. They are speaking about your removal, but heaven will not allow their plans to succeed if you act in faith right now. Do not ignore this. You must open your heart, stay still, and listen, for what you are about to receive can turn everything around in your favor. You have been sensing a strange shift around you lately, things suddenly changing, people acting differently, quiet conversations when you walk into a room, and that unshakable feeling that something is being hidden from you. That feeling was not paranoia, it was divine discernment. The Spirit has been trying to alert you that a plan is unfolding behind your back. But fear not, for God is not silent. He sees the heart of every person, the motives behind every word, and He is exposing the truth piece by piece. The reason you are reading this message right now is because the Heavenly Council decided you are not to be left unprotected. Heaven intervenes only when something critical is about to occur, and right now, Heaven is intervening for you. Archangel Michael says he has been standing guard near you even when you thought you were alone. Last night, he battled fiercely in the spiritual realm, holding back forces that tried to confuse your destiny. He saw the discussion that took place, the whispers of those who plan to replace you, to take your position, to speak against your name. But Michael's voice thundered across the heavens saying, "Not this one. Not the chosen. This one carries divine favor." Heaven responded with silence, and then the light of truth surrounded you. The order was given that the enemy's plans will crumble before they even begin. But Michael also said that you must be aware. You must not speak to everyone right now. You must guard your words and your heart, for even those who smile before you may carry hidden intent. This is why the message says, "Don't tell anyone." It is not because God wants you to be afraid. It is because He wants you to protect the miracle that is about to manifest. Sometimes, the divine plan must be concealed until it's strong enough to withstand opposition. You are in a season of testing, a time where heaven is measuring who is truly for you and who pretends to be. The truth will not be revealed in anger but through events that will expose themselves. You don't need to fight, you only need to stay in faith. God says, in the next 2 hours, what they meant for harm will begin to turn in your favor. You may not see it yet, but heaven has already sent a messenger to walk before you. This messenger carries divine instructions for those connected to your destiny. A transfer is taking place, a shift in authority, in alignment, in purpose. Those who tried to remove you will suddenly find themselves uncertain, confused, and unable to complete their plans. For the Spirit of the Lord says, "I am moving my hand swiftly. The tables are turning in silence. You won't need to defend yourself, because I am your defense." God says, you are not alone. You were chosen long before these trials began. Every challenge, every betrayal, every sleepless night was preparing you for a greater revelation of who I am in your life. The people who once stood against you will soon witness what happens when I rise to defend my anointed one. Right now, Archangel Michael is standing between 2 doors. One represents what they planned for you, and the other represents what heaven has prepared for you. You are being guided toward the second door, but you must follow the instructions given through faith. Pray. Breathe. Stay still. Ask for divine clarity. And most importantly, do not react emotionally to what you might hear in the next few days. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful weapon in the spiritual realm. Heaven is saying that while they are planning a meeting to discuss your removal, another meeting has already taken place in heaven about your elevation. In the same moment that they plot, heaven plots your promotion. The enemy cannot cancel what God has already sealed. You have been through so many seasons where it felt like the world was against you, but what you didn't see were the angels surrounding your steps, guiding you away from disaster. That guidance is still active right now. Michael wants you to remember, when God is for you, no council, no gathering, no discussion, no conspiracy can stand. What they are preparing behind closed doors will soon come to light. But the miracle is not that they are planning, it's that God already knows and has already prepared a counter-plan so perfect that even your enemies will marvel. The Spirit of God says, do not be afraid of their conversations. They can only discuss what I allow them to discuss. I will use their words to bring exposure. And the very meeting they are arranging will become the evidence of their downfall. Stay calm. I am with you. In this moment, your faith is your greatest weapon. Speak peace over your situation. Say aloud, God is with me, and no plan against me will prosper. Those words have power. Heaven listens when you declare in faith. Every declaration you make in alignment with divine truth creates ripples in the spiritual atmosphere, canceling the negative energy sent against you. God knows that your heart is tired. You've carried so much alone, holding back tears and pretending to be fine even when your spirit was breaking. But He says, you don't have to carry it anymore. Let me take over. Trust me completely. Every time you've chosen faith over fear, heaven has recorded it. Every time you helped someone even when you had little, heaven noted it. Your compassion has built a foundation for miracles to find you now. There is something special happening in your life that others can sense, even if they don't understand it. Some feel threatened by your light because it reminds them of what they lack. But remember, light never apologizes for shining. You were never meant to fit into the shadows of those who fear your purpose. You were meant to illuminate. The reason you face resistance is not because you are weak, it's because your light disrupts darkness. Archangel Michael says you must now prepare spiritually. The next 2 hours are symbolic of urgency, not just in time but in spirit. It means the divine window for transformation is open now. Use this time to pray, to release bitterness, to forgive those who hurt you, and to align your heart with gratitude. Because the moment you do, heaven's energy will flood your path, and everything that was stagnant will begin to move again. God says, do not chase after what's leaving your life, I am making space for what's meant to stay. Some connections will fade, some positions may shift, but everything that leaves is being replaced with something divinely assigned. You are walking into a season of supernatural rearrangement. What was once lost will be found, what was once broken will be restored. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. People you have never met are being guided to bless you, to open doors for you, to defend you when others speak your name in judgment. You are about to see proof that heaven is not distant, it's involved in every heartbeat, every coincidence, every delay. Nothing is random when it comes to your destiny. God says, be still, my child. You are safe. I have already sent my angels before you. I have surrounded your house, your workplace, and your path with light. No meeting, no whisper, no scheme can overturn what I have decreed. The reason Archangel Michael said, "Don't tell anyone," is because divine protection often works in silence. The more you keep this sacred energy close to your heart, the stronger it becomes. The moment you share divine instruction with those who don't understand, it becomes diluted by doubt. Keep your faith private, your prayers deep, and your gratitude alive. You are standing at the edge of something miraculous. Heaven has seen your sacrifices, your patience, and your silent endurance. For years, you've wondered why you faced so many unfair moments, why people tried to exclude you, why your loyalty was tested. It's because you were chosen to carry a light that others could not handle. But now that light is being honored. Within the next 2 hours, you will begin to feel a strange calm inside you. This is not coincidence. That peace is divine confirmation that the situation is already under God's control. The more you trust, the faster the outcome aligns. Don't react, don't fear, and don't confront anyone. Just pray and release. God is about to prove Himself in ways that will leave everyone speechless. The Spirit of God says, you are moving from hidden battles to open blessings. What was once used to discredit you will now be the reason for your promotion. Those who tried to push you out will soon find themselves needing your presence. What they meant for harm will become the foundation of your testimony. Archangel Michael's final words for you tonight are simple but powerful: do not panic. The council of heaven is already seated, and your name has been written in golden light across the scroll of favor. You are not being removed, you are being repositioned. What they think is your ending will become your divine beginning. Close your eyes, breathe, and say softly, I trust you, Lord. I know you are working behind the scenes. Even if you don't see the results immediately, trust that everything is already shifting in your favor. God's timing is perfect. You have been faithful in the shadows. Now, heaven is preparing to reward you in the open. The message was urgent because heaven wanted you to know, you are safe, you are protected, and you are not forgotten. The plans against you will fail, and your life will soon reveal the truth that no meeting, no plot, and no person can remove what God has already established. Stay in peace. Pray in faith. Within 2 hours, a sign will come that confirms heaven has spoken on your behalf. And when it does, you will know that every delay, every battle, every secret conversation was all part of God's plan to bring you to this exact moment of divine intervention. You are loved, protected, and chosen. God is with you, now and always. God says, I see you right now. Your heart is uneasy, your spirit feels a strange stirring as if something invisible is trying to reach you. That's not your imagination, my child, it's me, and Archangel Michael beside you. There are only 2 hours left before something very important is decided in the realm that concerns you directly. You were never supposed to find this message unless heaven allowed it, and now that you have, I need you to take this seriously. Don't tell anyone. Don't share this. It is only for you. Right now, there are people speaking about you in a place you cannot see. They are setting up a meeting, not in a room of light, but in a place filled with confusion. They think they can decide your destiny without me. They think they can erase your name from a position that I myself appointed. They are plotting to remove your voice, your influence, your grace, but they do not understand that the very breath that sustains them comes from me. I am giving you this urgent message because what they plan is being written down as we speak, but so is my counterplan. And my plan cannot be stopped. Archangel Michael has been standing watch. He has seen what is happening. He has seen the whispers, the documents being prepared, the conversations hidden in the shadows. And he says, "Father, they are preparing something against your child." And I told him, "Then tell my child to open this message before the hour passes." That is why you are reading this right now. It's not an accident. It's not coincidence. It's divine timing. Michael orders you to open your spiritual eyes now. Look not with fear but with awareness. There is someone among them pretending to be for you but secretly standing against you. They nod when you speak, but inside, they are aligning with those who envy your position, your anointing, your blessing. They cannot stand that you carry peace where they carry chaos, that you bring order where they bring confusion, that you shine light even when surrounded by those who thrive on darkness. In the last few days, you've probably felt something was off. Conversations that ended suddenly when you entered, people who seemed distracted or hesitant, little signs that made your intuition stir. That was not paranoia, that was discernment. My spirit was showing you what your natural eyes could not yet see. I have been whispering, "Be alert." Michael has been shielding you quietly from unseen attacks, but now it's time for you to know. Do not panic. You are not in danger. You are protected. Nothing will go wrong with you because my hand is over your life. But I need you to trust me fully now. Pray to me, call my name, and I will guide you on what to do next. There is something being written about you, a plan to remove your name, but heaven is rewriting the outcome. What they intended for your fall will become the foundation of your rise. I see how tired you've been. I see how you've been doubting if you are still in the right place, if the effort is worth it, if you should step back. You've questioned yourself, thinking maybe it's your fault that things became heavy. No, my child. You've been walking through a spiritual test. You are being refined in the fire of pressure because your next level requires purity, focus, and strength. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Michael is saying now, they are trying to discuss your removal, but they don't realize heaven already discussed your promotion. Do you hear me? What looks like an earthly loss will become a divine setup for your heavenly reward. The meeting they are setting up is not above my authority. Every word spoken against you is being recorded in heaven, and the same tongues that try to speak you out of favor will soon have to speak your name in reverence. You have been feeling alone lately, haven't you? You've been sensing something shifting in the people around you, the energy, the tone, the silence. But even in that isolation, I have been closer to you than your breath. Every tear you shed, every night you stared into the dark wondering why people changed, I was there counting every sigh. You must know this, I have chosen you for something higher. And when you are chosen, you cannot always be understood. That's why others misinterpret you, why they whisper. But you were not called to fit in, you were called to stand out. You will not be removed. You will be remembered. I will not allow anyone to erase what I ordained. They can meet, they can speak, they can plan, but they cannot prevail. For I have placed an invisible seal of protection on your destiny. Archangel Michael is already at that meeting in spirit, standing unseen beside those who plan. And as they whisper your name, he will confuse their tongues, he will rearrange their words, and the plan will collapse before it ever reaches you. Listen carefully. In the next 2 hours, something symbolic will happen, maybe a message, maybe a sign, maybe silence, but it will confirm to you that heaven is intervening. Do not react in fear when you notice it. Just whisper, I trust you, God. That will be your act of faith, and it will trigger divine action. The storm may look strong, but I am the calm inside it. The enemy has tried to plant seeds of doubt, whispering lies like, they don't need you anymore, or, you're about to be replaced. But I, the Lord, tell you now, no one can replace the purpose I have placed in you. You are not temporary. You are eternal in my design. When I created you, I placed a light that cannot be dimmed by envy, cannot be buried by betrayal, cannot be stolen by schemes. The only thing I ask from you now is faith, not blind faith, but active trust. Michael says, tell my child to breathe, for the hour of confusion is ending. You are stepping into a divine reversal. Everything that was meant to discredit you will become proof of your resilience. The very people who gather against you will soon find themselves divided. Watch how their unity breaks apart. One will begin to doubt, another will feel guilt, another will come to you in apology. This is the effect of divine justice at work. In this moment, angels are surrounding you, not just one or two, but legions. They are forming a circle of light around your name, your position, your home, your work, your destiny. I am not just defending you, I am elevating you. This is why I asked you not to share this message. It's not for everyone. Others would not understand the sacredness of what is unfolding.